best setup. I have my camera balancing on my portable charger, dental floss, and a book. There's a lot of wind, but I'm in a pretty good location, so we're gonna make do. Hi guys, my name is Tylah. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a quick video in response to my last video and some questions that I got over on my Instagram, more about like the au pair experience and my experience living abroad. So I just wanted to make a quick video answering those questions. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more videos, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first question I got asked was how long it took for me to adjust to living abroad. Now this one is going to be different for everybody. So before I moved to France, I had lived on my own in an apartment by myself. Well, not by myself, with a roommate and my best friend for 2 years. So I was already accustomed to like living outside of my family's home. So I think that's why I dealt with like homesickness a little bit better than most. But adjusting to another country is a little bit harder. I definitely feel like France is my home. I feel very comfortable here. I feel a lot safer here than I do in the United States as well. So I just have immediately got comfortable, but there are like hard moments. So if I were to say like honestly how long it took me to adjust, I would say 3 months. Like I got here in September, and I think by December I was like fully like done with like homesickness and like felt confident. I think I got like pretty sad, but that's because I'm from Florida, and Florida is very sunny, and I knew that Paris was gonna be rainy, but like it's just gray and rainy. So like if weather affects your mood a lot, then like definitely take that into consideration. But I would say that it's definitely worth it in the end, because spring and summer like are amazing here. So it is worth it, and I think that you just have to keep a positive attitude and know that like you're in another country and this is an experience that you will like, it really is like once in a lifetime, unless you decide to like come back and like live in another country. So you really just have to make every moment count and not let like weather or homesickness like take away of like your experience, because you might not have this experience again. So it did take a long time, but you can like, just if you stay in the present moment, that's what I was always telling myself, is just stay in the present moment and you'll feel a lot better. I am in like serious public right now. The second question I got asked was how to make a community and friends abroad. Now the main advice I'm going to give you is that you need to be able to put yourself out there. If you're moving to another country, you probably are very like outgoing, but if you're not, then that should be a goal of yours, to be able to talk to anybody that you meet. So if I see people on the street that are speaking English and they look my age, I'm going to go up to them and ask them where they're from. Normally there are au pairs, so that's a really good way to make friends. Going to French classes, it's not a requirement on your visa anymore, but definitely sign up for French classes, like if you're going, or language classes if you're going to another country. You want to learn the language, it definitely helps. I don't really like if you're going to the bakery like and you speak in English, like, you know, just try to speak French. So going to language school helps, and it also helps make friends. A lot of my friends that I made from my French classes. And the third way of making friends, besides going up to people on the street in French classes, is Facebook groups. So there is, if you're coming to Paris, there is an Au Pair in Paris /France Facebook group that I'm a part of, and that's how I met like one of my really best friends here, Tiana, who was in my last video. We met on a Facebook group because I asked for visa help and she replied, and then we met up when I first came here. On my first like day that I got here, we met up, and like we've been hanging out ever since. So Facebook groups, go to like meetups, because the Au Pair in Paris Facebook group also has like meetups and stuff. So just put yourself out there. It's really not hard. If you're thinking that it's going to be hard to make friends, that should be like the literal last concern of yours. Like, it is so easy to make friends. I make friends in the line picking up my host kids from school, and just everywhere I go, people here are really social. You talk to people, you get their number, you hang out. Like, that's not a concern. But definitely make sure that you have it in your mind to be like super outgoing and talk to people that you meet on the street or anywhere you go, and you'll be fine. I was also asked how I prepared to move abroad. Now, I kind of decided to do this like at the very last minute. My lease was ending in Orlando, where I used to live, and I was like, do I want to move into another apartment, or am I just going to like go somewhere new? So I decided to come to France. I went on the Au Pair World website. I talked to one family, and then the next day I decided, okay, I'm going to go. So when choosing a host family, it really is like, go with your gut. So I talked to one family, I really liked them. I talked to the kids, I really liked them, and they asked me if I wanted to come to France, and I said yes. Other people I know talk to dozens of family before making their decisions, so there are definitely things that you want to ask the family, but I really do feel like it's gut feeling. If you think that they are going to be a good fit for you, and like you can ask them a lot of the harder questions like up front, then I think that you should just be good. I only talked to one family and like had a good time. So preparing to move abroad, you have to find everything that you need on the visa website. Since I did everything really fast, I didn't really have time to think. I just did. I made my visa appointment. I got all my documents. I didn't have my passport before I came here. I got my passport. I got my visa shipped to my door the day of my flight, like an hour before my flight, my visa arrived. And then I was like, all right, let's go to France. So really don't think twice about it, but also like make sure like you're prepared. It's really just mental preparedness. And then if you have everything on paper, like your list, I made a lot of to-do lists, and I made a lot of just like checklists of like things I knew I needed done. And then I came. Don't freak out at the last minute and overpack. That is like literally like, don't overpack. I would have come with an empty suitcase if I could have like done a redo, but like everything I'm wearing now besides my shoes, like I bought here. So definitely don't freak out too much about like what you need to pack. Things, you can get things here, and that shouldn't be a worry of yours. I think the last question was advice on moving abroad. Just send it. Just do it. Like, why not? Like, what's holding you back? You can come to another country and then never leave. Like, I love France so much, and I know I'm leaving soon, but I know I'm gonna come back, and I love it here. And you would just never know what awaits you if you don't just take those opportunities to go somewhere. I have become a completely different person since moving here, and I just think about it all the time. I'm like, wow, like where would I be? Probably still doing good if I didn't come here, but I have so many like cultural experiences and knowledge that like I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life from moving here. And I just think that like if you have the urge and the desire to travel, just go for it. And especially if you come to it like Europe as an au pair or as an expat, then you can travel to so many other countries just being here. I went to, I think, 5 countries since I moved here. So like you have the opportunities to travel. You have the opportunity to make friends all over the world. I have friends that live in so many countries that I can like go visit them now. So you really just don't know what you're going to miss out on if like you don't just do it. And if fear is holding you back, then that shouldn't be the issue. You have to be fearless and just go for the opportunity that comes your way. I have no regrets coming here. It was like probably one of the best decisions of my life. So if you have the urge to do it, but like you're a little bit scared, just do what I did and find a host family and like leave in the next 5 weeks. Like just go for it. Like there is nothing to worry about. Adjusting to another country seems scary, but for me, I had been to Mexico. I'm from the United States, but I had been to Mexico when I was like 10, but that's the only time I've traveled super far from like my home. It's literally a garbage truck. So besides going to Mexico, this is the furthest I've ever traveled, and you would think that I would have been like super terrified, but like I was okay. Bonjour. I think that if you feel the call to go somewhere, like you shouldn't deny that, because obviously your soul wants to travel and have new experiences, and you never know how that can change your life. I do feel like my life has been changed forever by coming here and just like taking a leap of faith, and now there are just so many new lessons that I will like learn and keep with me forever. So honestly, my main advice is just to be fearless and just to take the opportunity that comes from you. I'm literally at the Champ de Mars, like literally there's like 10 other people here. So one positive thing about COVID-19 was that now there are absolutely no tourists in France, and all the fun locations are dead empty. The garbage truck, he just made a U-turn. Like, okay, if you want to speak French with your family, that's another thing that I would ask in the beginning is like, would you speak French with me? My family, we did decide that like I was gonna speak French with them, and then I just got too comfortable immediately speaking English, so then we just stuck with speaking English with me. But like they do speak French in the house, so like a lot of the French that I have learned has just been by listening, but it's because I also study on my own. So like when you come, if you're coming to France or any language, like study the verbs first, and then like you'll understand what like people around you are saying. So I'm not like super upset that I didn't speak French with my host family, because like we all speak English and it's like it's just easier. But if that's a motivation of yours, I know people who came here with no French and spoke only French with their host family and like are leaving fluent. So it really just depends on what you want to get out of your experience, and like you need to make sure you like set those boundaries and those rules up front, or else you'll be like me, you'll get too comfortable speaking English, but you will learn French. So I think that yeah, I think those are all the questions that I got, and I hope that this...
England?
Quoi?
England?
Non, à États-Unis.
Ah, États-Unis?
Oui.
Parle français?
Un petit peu.
Ah, ça va?
Oui, ça va bien. Et toi?
Tu as fait combien de jours ici?
C'est en septembre.
Ah,
Oui.
septembre, c'est ça?
Oui, mais j'ai départ en juillet, en 2 semaines.
Ah, ça va? T'es marié?
Oui.
Ah, c'est bon, c'est ça. C'est incroyable. Sinon, ça va?
Ça va, merci,
Okay.
bonne
Merci.
journée, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Okay, final words, just send it. My friend said that to me in Berlin on New Year's, and she was like, just send it. And I was like, honestly, words to live by, and that's what I'll take with me forever. It's honestly, now it's 10 a.m. It's getting a little bit more busy, and I am okay with recording in public, but am I that okay with it? Is anybody? I don't know. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it helped you, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. If you have any other questions that I can film informational videos for you guys on, definitely let me know and I will get those up immediately. I hope that you enjoy your day, and make sure to like and subscribe, and oui, c'est bon. Bye. Have a good day.